and they're in the 40s. So.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Wow.
Hi.
What's happening? You had a full weekend of greatness this weekend.
Yeah, there was a full weekend of greatness.
Yeah? Why was that? Yeah?
You will see, you will see. But also Clark Bartram is here today. Heads up, there's two types of workouts I do for legs. And legs is the only thing I do two types of workouts for. One leg workout would be a complete range of motion, stretching out, getting everything loosened up. And that's usually after weekends on the plane and traveling and guest appearances and being on my feet all day. Because for me, my back cramps up, lower back, being on the feet, shaking hands all day, guest posing. You're in a water depletion, so that plays with you. You're on a plane, that plays with you. So all those things mess with me, my body. And so I'll always come in, and you guys have seen this over the decades, is that I'll come in on Monday, and I always, when Heath lived here and actually trained hard, we'd always talk about today's gonna be one of those range of motion days to open up the body. We still train as hard as we possibly can, but it's with range of motion relative, and you guys know I always talk about range of motion, but this range of motion is more for stretching out that body and lower back and hamstrings, relative to just coming in and blowing up the weights and destroying all my training partners. So today's that type of day.
Well, your training partners today, from what I see, we got...
Prime rib?
Hold on.
Yeah, sorry.
We got recovering people, which is this man over here is recovering from a hip surgery.
How many weeks?
Replacement. Okay.
6 weeks.
Six
6
weeks.
weeks.
And he's going to do
Is it not
the...
hip surgery? Is it a surgery? Is it your hip?
Did you go to medical school?
I didn't go to medical
Okay,
school.
then let's figure it out.
All
Yeah,
right.
hip surgery.
And
hip
now we
replacement.
got
You
powerful
didn't even
people
graduate high
right
school. He's
there.
talking surgery.
We got Doc in the house.
Doc's annoyed with all of us because he's like, you kids, man.
And then we got Red, Jeffrey Red. He's jumping
Well,
in.
Doc, Who's behind you?
And then we
Drop
got
off as you get older. They completely stop. They stop. They stop. That's what I
we
thought.
got Clark
35 years
Bartram in the
old.
house. Why are you so ripped? Why you got a vein going down your freaking bicep? What is
It's
that?
the trend. This is the trend vein. This is the test vein.
Where's your other vein?
This is the main vein.
That's not the.
Can you hold this for a second? I'm gonna go and flex. Come here, Clark. All right.
Doc trains a lot. Mona doesn't train.
This is. Come on, give me bicep. That's right. This is what people that eat and train 3 times a week look like, or don't train. Okay? There you go.
So feet forward. Nice. Watch the shin angle when it comes down all the way to the bottom. See that? That's pretty. So this is already telling you this is a great quad development on this. Nice. Right? How's that feel? Good?
Good, yeah.
Okay. So we'll, because he's here today, we'll maybe change it a little bit just for the moment so you can kind of see what we're doing and something different. Knees are good? Healthy?
Yeah, I have an ACL reconstruction, but I don't have any pain.
Back in 73?
Would have gone pro.
I would have got fucking slipped on second base and then couldn't kick it into the goalie.
Yeah.
What? Doc?
Besides this. Whoa, struggling there.
Struggling.
What's going on?
That didn't look easy. For someone who's on peds. Just saying.
Go. No, look forward. Look forward. Forward, 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 forward. One more. There. Up. Now take your shoulders all the way forward. More. 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 Now chest up higher. Now. Sit. Now. Beautiful. Forward now. Stay. Chest up. Good. Last one. Now last thing on this next rep, push your knees out. Knees out. Out. There. Sit down. Stomach in between the legs. Out. Up. Right. Beautiful.
So what just happened here?
Well, let's do this. Let's skip me, talk to him. He's much
Yeah, what
more
happened?
articulate
Well,
than
we
me.
dropped the weight first of all. Let's go with that. We dropped the weight.
Yeah, we dropped the weight. Now, one thing I've never done is, I know people pimp this machine out and use different positions. I'd never come forward in it. I'd done the thing where you go, you turn around backwards in it. Mike had me take my shoulders off the pad, have my chest out, so I guess it's more of a typical barbell squat angle. Going down deeper feels more difficult because of that. So he had me put my feet back, and it just adds that extra layer of difficulty in the final few inches. This probably felt around as difficult as 4 or 5 plates. Doing it my way, you take the forward lean, you put the feet back, and then coming in and out of the hole is significantly more difficult. But I like it. I've never done it like that.
See, you see a couple different things. And I said this earlier. He's got great legs, and there's not an imbalance that I see from quad to hamstring. So, like a lot of guys I'll see is like quad dominant or hamstring dominant. You're pretty like even throughout the whole physique, which is awesome. So it shows that you're doing things right. Is one thing. And then the second thing is, what I love is that you said this felt as hard as 4 or 5 plates because of the change of angles.
Yeah.
Which people don't comprehend. When I say go heavy for the range you're going,
Yeah.
it could be 2 or 3 plates
Yeah.
for some people.
Yes. And just like on the leg press or whatever, and also I try to go full range of motion in that last few inches, which makes it, I don't go ever heavier than like 6 or 7 plates on the leg press, but I go deep and come out of it and try to put a lower foot position to hit my quads. I never really liked this machine before because I'm always like, what is the, when you're all the way back like that, it feels like a lot of shearing force on your knees. But putting your feet back and your chest forward makes it feel more like a barbell squat with a natural motion.
All right, there.
Good. 3, stand all the way up. Good. 4.
I really feel in the glute too when you think about like opening up, I don't think I've felt that on that machine before. Like the direct
On the
stimulation, just tie in, right? Like
Crazy,
pushing
right?
through it. Yes.
Relative to the quad dominant exercise, which you could probably put up 12 plates on,
Yes.
which you kids call 24. So, but again, we're just trying to go back to something like you traveled this weekend too, which works out perfect.
Yes.
Because today was more of a stretch and open up the body instead of come in and go, let's go toxic heavy. I said, let's open everything up, get the lower back loosened for flying, traveling, standing.
That's nice to do that. Get all the water retention out from the 8 cheat meals I had.
Chest up, head up. Open the knees. Don't rush down, don't rush down. Keep it down.
Up. Come on.
There. Oh, beautiful. Yeah. Oh, nice. So we changed the angle just a couple inches. Good.
Taking it from here to here, much more difficult coming out of the hole, but again, it's the target area. Felt a lot more tension on the glutes and the hamstrings coming out of the hole, so it works. And again, only 5 plates. Some people will scoff at that in the gym, but I know if you go all the way down.
The reason I go here, like Doc, come on in. The reason I go here is because I want to save anything here.
Yeah.
You can go heavier.
Correct.
So I want to save this for the heavy stuff.
Yeah.
And so if I'm going to focus on the glute hamstring tie-in or something, I'm going to keep it down below so the feet and the toes are not above the rim. Because we could go, this is what we do. When we go heavy, now think about how much weight we can load.
Yeah. Because I've only ever really done like either like middle here or up and out.
Right. So again, down here, again, really quad, and that's your isolation kind of movement. This would be your power. And then again, for most people I see, they do this.
Yeah.
But it's a combination. Are you trying to go heavy doing it this way?
Yeah.
And pull down here is really what we're trying to focus on.
Yeah.
And you felt it tremendously.
Yes.
Is the angle. Again, it's all engineering. It's like you drop it a little bit, it makes it harder.
Yeah. Way ahead.
Come on. And again, the knees come outside. So it's not even touching here. Where again, you can go back inside and put this against your stomach and you can add more weight.
You got that?
I do got that. Because normally when I'm going heavy, I use that knee. I'll be like, when my knee hits my nipple, I come back up, right? Just to make sure every rep is consistent. But when you widen out, then obviously
There's nothing there.
there's no nipple there anymore.
Hey, it's
Pyramid, isn't there? So we can leg press to warm up the body. And now this. Secondary leg extension. That's the workout together. Beautiful. Oh yeah. Woo-hoo-hoo. Everybody's hitting the ground. Great.
happy?
It's pretty. It's pretty. So, I know this is going to sound bad, but I got to say this. When I see somebody's physique, it shows me the intelligence of the individual or the stubbornness of the individual. So you guys know that we were training with a guy last year that was very stubborn and couldn't change much, and so that's why there was faults. You can see the mark, there's like no faults in the physique, which shows you intelligence of training. No, it's just genetics. Shut up. Seriously, it's not genetics. You don't wake up and then look like that. It's understanding weightlifting and building the muscle. And so, again, by looking at him, I knew this might happen, where he gets everything. Unlike this guy right there,
Is this normal?
gets nothing.
Is this how you're supposed to look?
Hi. Hi, sexy.
Let's go, Mo.
You can have him pause on these.
All right.
Each one. Beautiful, right? Right. Go. Nice. Come on. There. Go. Last one. 5 plates, not that heavy.
Yeah.
In this
That was
position,
good,
it's
huh?
really heavy. In this angle, everything attached to it, really, really hard. Again, You can try this, guys, at home.
Or don't.
Or don't. But yeah, it's just it's the fine little details that kind of set you up. Marky Mark.
Yes.
I'm trying to let the fibers rotate and take it down. So you'll see, I don't know if you can see them, but you'll see that the muscle is moving down on the negative. You can actually, yeah. So it's not just the one concept where everybody's like, oh, here's what you said. I'm trying to take it down.
Your legs, like toes pointing completely forward, you give me a rotation.
I do all type, out, in, all that stuff. I love that stuff, even though they say that doesn't do anything. It doesn't.
I can feel it because I have because of the ACL, this is atrophy compared to the other parts of my quad. So when I put my foot down, I'm like, oh, it is contracting in this position versus that. So
Here, where's you and me? So, you guys can.
So when I came in today, they were already doing, I guess you call it a hack squat machine. I don't know if there's a specific qualifier for it. I call those a hack squat. I usually don't like that machine because there's a lot of shearing force on your knees depending on where you put your feet, but Mike gave me a few tweaks. Put my feet a little back, put my upper body forward a little bit, make it more like a barbell squat, go deep down to the stool so you get the most out of a lot less weight. Went up to 5 plates for a couple reps, really difficult, where normally I might be repping at that. Did a few sets of that, going really deep, focusing on opening up the hips. We're both coming back from vacationing, so wasn't a crazy heavy day. And then we went on to the leg press, really opened up. He put my feet in a place where I haven't ever done before, out to the side, really opened up, come to a dead stop, do a bunch of sets, go up to about 5 plates. Again, something that's normally my warm-up turned into a hard working set based on foot placement, based on going to a dead stop and a deep stretch. And now we're on leg extensions, finishing off. Mike's giving me a few tweaks on really how to control the negative to really activate the quad on the way down and take your toes out of the pick. Rather than think of it as lowering the weight, you're thinking of it as releasing the contraction from your quads. So that's another new thing for me to pick up today. And again, cuts your reps in half, allows you to use a lighter weight and get a really crazy workout from it.
See you later.